Man, what's up, y'all? Hey, Will. We back with another video today. This time, we're looking at a video. Pro snowboarder Ryan Wedding turned El Jefe, quote unquote, the next El Chapo. Yeah, man, this guy was on the run for 10 plus years. He was actually in the Olympics in 2002 for snowboarding, representing Canada. Shout out Canada. But yeah, man, this guy was on the run for 10 plus years in Mexico. Apparently, sources say that he was protected by the Sinaloa cartel, and he was just recently captured. Well, I shouldn't even say captured. He recently turned himself in. They had a $15 million bounty, the FBI did on him, but they couldn't catch him for 10 years, right? A lot of people are saying that the cartel made him turn himself in because it was bringing too much heat to them. The government here in the U.S. started cracking down on the cartel, so I feel like they just didn't really want the heat that came with it. And man, y'all know how they operate. I feel like if he ain't turned himself in, they were gonna kill him anyways. But I'm gonna let y'all look at this little video. We're gonna react to it. At the end, we're gonna come back. We're gonna chop it up. Salute.
Ryan Wedding was apprehended last night in Mexico City.
Former Olympic snowboarder and alleged drug kingpin Ryan Wedding has been caught. This comes after the fugitive spent nearly a year on the lam after being accused of running a transnational drug trafficking enterprise, as well as for allegedly being involved in several murders. But who is Ryan Wedding? And how did he end up on the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives list? Here's everything you need to know.
Without getting into operational sensitivities, Ryan Wedding was apprehended last night in Mexico City. And to safeguard the integrity of the ongoing investigation, we will not go into that. But I think it goes without saying, to go down to Mexico, to find a guy who's been on the lam for multiple years for some of the most egregious crimes on planet Earth, takes an interagency-wide effort led out by President Trump, our DOJ, and our partners in Mexico, and very grateful for that partnership.
Ryan Wedding, who's described as an extremely violent criminal, also goes by the name El Jefe, Giant, and Public Enemy, and according to the U.S. Department of the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control, is one of the most notorious criminals and narco-traffickers out there. But before he became known as one of the world's biggest drug kingpins, Wedding competed as a snowboarder for Team Canada in the 2002 Olympics. The athlete, now 44 years old, participated in the men's parallel giant slalom at Salt Lake City, but he didn't come close to a medal. Switzerland's Philipp Schock won gold in the event, Sweden's Richard Richardson won silver, and American Chris Klug took home the bronze. As for Wedding, he finished in 24th place. He didn't make a name for himself as a snowboarding phenom on the Olympic scene, but Wedding would soon become known to authorities for more nefarious activities, starting in 2006, when he and another snowboarder were linked to a house in British Columbia in which investigators seized 6,800 marijuana plants, according to Fox News. There were no charges in that case, but 3 years later, Wedding was arrested in the US when he allegedly tried to buy 24 kilograms of cocaine in California and went to prison for 4 years. Upon his release, he was once again tied to more drug charges before he went on the lam to avoid being captured by authorities. According to the outlet, it's believed he was working under the protection of the infamous Sinaloa cartel in Mexico, and that he has trafficked over $1 billion in cocaine, allegedly smuggling 60 metric tons of cocaine into the US every year.
Man, we halfway through the video. I had to stop it real quick. He was transporting 60 metric tons of illegal cocaine from Mexico to the US, to Canada, to Colombia. That is crazy. That is insane. And he was doing all this while on the run for 10 plus years in a whole nother country, in Mexico. Like, he ain't even from there. And they said that he was in Colombia too.
Who was gunned down in a restaurant after publishing photographs of him and his wife. Wedding allegedly shared the photographs of the witness who was due to testify against him on a now-deleted website called The Dirty News. The witness was shot dead in a restaurant in Medellin, Colombia, according to the feds, as the DOJ charged Wedding with 2 additional counts of witness tampering and intimidation, money laundering, and drug trafficking. And the Department of State offered up to $15 million for information leading to his arrest and/or conviction.
I want to say this to Mr. Wedding and to the other defendants involved in his drug trafficking organization. Your days are numbered. Our agents and prosecutors will relentlessly pursue you and anyone who assists you and bring you to justice, not just anywhere. We're going to bring you to justice in the United States of America.
It looks like that justice is now being served.
Hey man, now that we done with the video, that's wild, man. 60 metric tons he moved into America, Mexico, Canada, and Colombia. Y'all let me know what y'all think. He was on the run for 10 years. So do y'all think he turned himself in because he was just sick of being on the run? Or like I said earlier, do y'all think he turned himself in because the Sinaloa cartel told him, if you keep bringing heat onto us, bro, we're just gonna kill you? You never know, right? But like I said, it's always something deeper than what it seems, because the amount of money he made them, and y'all know how Trump is doing right now, the crackdown on the cartel, it's getting crazy over here, man. It's getting crazy. But yeah, like I said, y'all let me know in the comments. You make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm about to be posting heavy again. I had to take a little break, but we back on it. But until next time, Hey Will Reactions, salute y'all.